Dakota College of Botano time, and we are joined by Mr. Cody Clemenson. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Now, you're here because, well, I guess I did know this, but I learned something new. Botano is a Tree City, USA city.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what does that mean, Cody?
So the city itself, being a Tree City, USA, there is some parameters that they have to meet. And normally it's, spending so much per taxpayers or city people, and therefore your dedication to trees, and then, planting some trees and having a forester take care of the city-owned trees in your city and having a plan for that.
Okay.
So that's a Tree City, USA.
So that's what Botano is. And there are plenty of cities around the country that are just like that. But what I learned this morning is that Dakota College of Botano is a tree campus.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
the same kind of the same thing?
Kind of the same thing. We have 5 core principles as being a Tree Campus USA under the Arbor Day Foundation that we have to follow, which one of those principles is have a Tree Campus Advisory Committee, which is a role that I play on for the college. Mm-hmm. We have to have evidence of a Tree Campus care plan, so a plan of how we're going to care for our trees, what our plan is for the, taking care of all of the trees on our campus. And then proof. We don't have, there's no bit where we have to spend so much like a Tree City, USA. We just have to show that we are, spending money trying to take care of the trees on our campus, which Stuart does a bunch of pruning and care of the trees on campus every year. So, there's that. And then the fourth one is the observing an Arbor Day event, and that's kind of why I'm in here today.
Yes.
Typically, we've hosted it we host our Arbor Day celebration in the spring, right around Earth Day week. There's a bunch of activities going on campus, but this past April, there was a lot of snow, so it was hard to hold our traditional Arbor Day event. So we had met beforehand and decided let's move it to the fall. It might be scaled down a little bit smaller event, but we needed to host this Arbor Day event. That's going to be coming up this Friday, October 13th at 11:30. We're going to have some cookies and drinks and just kind of celebrate the campus's care and history of caring about trees, which is kind of its roots, it was the School of Forestry, so.
Nice way to put that, kind of its roots. Oh, look at you go. Look at you go. So, yeah, as a forestry school from back in the day, obviously trees and plants think that plays a huge part in the history. And so, honestly, this is a perfect school to be a tree campus college.
Yeah, and we're one of 4 campuses in the state of North Dakota. The other 3 are NDSU, who's been a tree campus for 12 years. UND's been a tree campus for 3 years. United Tribes Technical College has been a tree campus for 7 years, and actually they were the first tribal college in the nation to become a tree campus.
Okay.
And then Dakota College of Botano, we've been a tree campus for 4 years. We started back in 2019, officially, doing the paperwork for it. A lot of those core principles had been done. We're already there. It's just the submitting the paperwork part of it.
Sure. It probably was a tree campus for like 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, talking to some of the alumni that I know of, they talk on different things, they used to do for activities around homecoming week or, just carrying and doing, getting out and stuff like that. So it definitely, it's in its roots, it's in our history, and we've, as a group, our advisory group, we kind of felt it was a bit we should do and kind of just an honor. So so join us if you can this Friday, October 13th at 11:30 for our Arbor Day observance.
Sounds great. And again, it just makes sense for Dakota College of Botano to be a tree campus.
Yeah.
And as far as we know, there's, like I said, there's got to be hundreds of Tree City USAs. But in order for Botano to be that as well, you got to follow those guidelines. And as the college, I mean, it's a perfect hand-in-hand kind of.
Yeah. So the City of Botano is one of 53 cities in the state of North Dakota that's a tree campus or Tree City USA. They've been in that designation for 35 years now.
Wow.
And in the nation, there's only 3,559 total Tree City USAs total. So that's pretty good for ourselves in the tree campuses. There's actually only 410 tree campuses USAs in the U.S. So it's kind of neat that we've got 4 of those 410 in our state.
That's very, very cool. Yeah. So obviously we want to invite people to the celebration on Friday. That's at 11:30 this Friday.
11:30. We're going to be doing tree planting because we planted some of the trees earlier this summer and fall, but we're just going to kind of be in honor of those or whatever. So we actually planted 7 new trees across the campus this past year, and so
And a beautiful campus it is.
Yep.
A lot of trees and a lot of great scenery around
Yep.
there, too. So, Cody, anything else you want to throw out there for us?
No, that's about it that I have. So.
All right. Well, we'll get you back in a few weeks.
Yep, I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, wearing a different hat.
Yes, wearing a different hat. That hat will be for the DCB Clay Target team. So.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much, my friend, and we'll get you back soon.